Welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how modern businesses are really fighting to win. And you can forget what you think you know, because the real secret weapon in today's corporate world, it's not just a great product. It's technology and specifically how it's used as a powerful strategic tool. All right, let's get into it. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, every single day, companies are all vying for your attention, for your business, but how do the ones that really break through? How do they actually pull it off? What gives them that edge in a market that's more crowded than it has ever been? Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve together today.
To figure out how companies win, we first have to understand the world they're operating in. And believe me, it's not a friendly game out there. It's a battlefield with serious threats coming at you from every single direction.
You know, success today means you're fighting on 5 different fronts, all at the same time. You've got your direct rivals, right? Then there's this constant stream of new startups trying to eat your lunch. On top of that, there's the risk that a totally different kind of product could come along and make yours obsolete. And as if that wasn't enough, you've got constant pressure from your customers and your suppliers, who all want a better deal. It's a crazy balancing act, and to survive, you need a solid strategy for every single one of these forces.
So how in the world do you fight on all those fronts at once? Well, this is where that secret weapon comes into play. We're talking about information technology. But, and this is key, not just IT for doing spreadsheets or sending emails. We're talking about IT as the very core of your entire battle plan.
The really crucial idea here is this. A strategic information system isn't just about being a little more efficient. It's about fundamentally changing the rules of the game. Technology is no longer some afterthought. No, it becomes the cause and the driver of your business strategy, and it's designed for one reason: to give you a real, tangible edge over everyone else.
Okay, so you know you need to use IT strategically, but what does that actually look like? Well, it turns out there's a playbook, a set of core strategies that the most successful companies use to turn technology into a competitive advantage. So let's check out the main options.
This really forces every company to make a choice. You have to pick your angle. Are you going to be the cheapest, the most unique, the most groundbreaking, or the best connected? You can't be everything to everyone. And what's so fascinating is seeing how IT just supercharges each one of these strategic paths. Let's see how this plays out with some real-world examples.
First up, we've got cost leadership. The goal here is pretty simple. Be the lowest cost producer in your industry, period. Priceline is a perfect example. By building a system where the buyer actually sets the price through online bidding, they use technology to completely flip the old sales model on its head and drive costs way down.
Next is differentiation. This is all about making your product feel special and stand out from the pack. Moen, the faucet company, does this brilliantly. They use their website to let you literally design your own custom faucet. So they're not just selling you a piece of hardware, they're selling you a unique, personalized experience, and it's all made possible by their IT system.
Then you have innovation, just creating something totally new, something that changes the game. And who's the king of that? Amazon, of course. Their online customer systems, everything from one-click ordering to those eerily accurate recommendations, that didn't just improve e-commerce, it completely redefined it. It was a radical shift in the business process itself.
And finally, we have the alliance strategy. This one is all about building incredibly strong links with other companies. Walmart absolutely mastered this. They used IT to plug their inventory systems directly into their suppliers' systems. So now the suppliers themselves manage Walmart's stock automatically. It's this deep, technology-driven partnership that creates huge efficiencies for everybody involved.
Now, these strategies are incredibly powerful, but the game is always evolving. To win for the long haul, you have to build a company that can thrive not just today, but whatever tomorrow throws at it. And the answer to that lies in creating some pretty advanced operational models, all of them powered by IT. The first model we need to talk about is the Agile company. Agility is all about speed and flexibility. It's the ability to actually thrive on change, using technology to rapidly bring high-quality, customized products to market. An agile company doesn't run from uncertainty, it actually organizes itself to profit from it.
Now, taking this idea even a step further, you get the virtual company. Here, IT acts like the essential glue holding everything together. A virtual company might not have giant physical offices or its own factories,
Instead, it uses information systems to connect the best people, the best assets, and the best ideas, no matter where they are in the world, creating this flexible network that can even loop in its own competitors to get a job done. For some companies, though, small changes just won't cut it. That's where business process reengineering, or BPR, comes in. Now, this isn't about just tweaking things. This is a fundamental, radical, tear it down and start over redesign of how a company works, using IT as the core enabler. The potential payoff is absolutely massive, but so is the risk. It's a high-stakes gamble for a dramatic leap forward.
Now, all of these advanced models, agile, virtual, re-engineered, they all depend on one critical resource: knowledge. But there are two kinds. You've got explicit knowledge, which is the easy stuff. It's data, documents, things you can write down and save on a server. But then there's tacit knowledge, and that's the real gold. It's the how-to know-how that only exists inside your employees' heads. This is often the most valuable information a company has.
So the huge challenge then is, how do you get that priceless tacit knowledge out of people's brains and share it so everyone can use it? Well, that's the whole point of knowledge management. It's a massive strategic effort, using IT to build systems that encourage and help employees share what they know, so the entire organization gets smarter together.
Okay, we've covered a lot. Strategies, company models, knowledge. But why does any of this actually matter? Well, it all boils down to one thing: delivering value to the customer. Every one of these IT-driven efforts is ultimately aimed at winning that ultimate prize.
A great way to see where IT has the biggest impact is to look at the value chain. That's all the activities a company does to deliver a final product. IT adds value all over the place. In primary, customer-facing processes like sales, you've got e-commerce sites and CRM systems. And in the background, in support processes like HR and finance, you have powerful software and intranets. Strategically applying IT across this entire chain is how you build a real, sustainable, competitive advantage.
So, what's the one crucial point to take away from all this? It's a fundamental shift in how business works. In today's competitive landscape, it's no longer just about being the cheapest. Customers now see quality in the product, in the service, in the entire experience as the main way they measure value. And technology is the absolute key to delivering that quality.
And that leaves us with one last question to chew on. We've seen how strategies have evolved from cost to innovation to agility. But as new technologies like AI and quantum computing start to become mainstream, what do you think the next truly game-changing business strategy will be? What's the next secret weapon on the battlefield?